Welcome back to episode 106 of G'day from the USA. I'm your host, Lady Amanda, and I thought it would be fun to have a chat about what it's really like for an Australian living and working in the USA. Guess who our special guest is?
Me again.
All the way from down under, Mama Linda. Welcome back.
Oh, thank you.
She has been so helpful. We just cleaned out the garage.
Oh, what a job.
It is. I think I have more garage items than I do household items. So,
I think so.
That has taken the brunt.
I think any man would absolutely be so jealous of every single tool that you have.
That is so sexist.
It is sexist.
What about any woman?
Any woman would, but I just know that women would go, oh, yeah, that's fantastic. But the men would go, oh.
Yes, I do have quite the collection.
She does have
collection.
Very much quite every DeWalt tool that I think they've ever made, ever.
That's true. If there is one that I haven't that they've not made, I'll be putting my hand up.
Absolutely.
Yes, what did we do this morning?
We just went to
Target, got a coffee. We see this guy every time we walk in, and as we walked in, we both said, oh, our friend's not here today. And then as we were walking through the store, we saw him.
Yes.
And he said, hi.
He's just a lovely person. He does all the carts and things at the front of the store and welcomes you. But he's the nicest guy. We actually gave him a pin.
Yes, a little badge, a koala, kangaroo.
Yeah, and he stuck it in his hair.
He did. Was it dreadlocks or something?
Yeah,
and it just, we forgot to mention on our last episode about when we crossed the border into Florida.
Yes.
So I was thinking we should bring that back.
Yes.
So basically I'd heard, I'm pretty sure someone on TikTok had said, when you cross into Florida at the Welcome Centre, they'll give you orange juice. And I was like, I don't know if this is true or that was a one-off, whatever. So anyway, we stopped at the border and I said to Mum, let's go test the theory. And
we walked in there and there was an orange juice and a grapefruit juice.
Yes, there was two.
Machine there.
And some OJs, and some oranges.
Yeah, and just sitting on the counter and the guy said, would you like an orange juice? And we said, or
grapefruit juice.
Yeah, so we said we'll try the orange. And it was absolutely fresh and delicious.
Oh, it was probably the best orange juice I've ever had.
And it was interesting because this tradition has been going 75 years. And he says he's got people coming in and telling that when they were a kid, they would come in for the orange juice.
Yeah, memories.
So
on a random side note, I have the dishwasher going and it was meant to be a really quiet one, and I have to say it really is quiet. I think it was like 46 decibels. Does that sound quiet?
Wouldn't have a clue.
Wouldn't have a bloody clue. But anyway, I can barely hear it, so it is a good thing. So anyway, I was going to ask you, what are your thoughts on the USA?
Oh, right. I tell you what, I love the South, I think, a little bit more than I do the North. Everyone is just so friendly.
Yeah, the people in the North are as friendly. I feel like we're saying it wrong. It's just
a different friendly.
Well, it's like the people, if you walk someone in the street, they're not just going to stop and chat to you in the North. But I feel like in the South, they will go out their way to talk to you. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
I think I feel very comfortable down here. It's shown me more of America. I've always loved the South. We've been here quite a few times. Love Savannah, Charleston. Love all the things, the old stately homes and things like that.
Plantation houses.
Yeah, which we stayed at, one of them. I think just the history and everything like that.
You're interested in the Underground Railroad?
I'm very interested. I'm a quilter, so I patchwork and quilt. And I've always been interested in the Underground Railway in the fact that people would make quilts, and on the railway, they're called conductors. The conductors were people who actually helped the slaves. They would take them into the houses, I think, and they would have cellars and things that they'd keep them. But because the slaves couldn't read or write, what people did, the conductors would make a quilt, a patchwork quilt, and it would be one design. So it could be bear paw prints that you can make, and they'd put that over the on the washing line or over the porch, and it would indicate to go to where the bear trail is. Or they might have a little sailboat in a patchwork quilt, and that would indicate to go to the water. Or a bow tie would mean go to the church. So apart from that, they'd also have lanterns out and things like that. But I was always fascinated in the different quilts, and I've got a book at home that I would actually like to make all the different signs on one quilt.
That would be amazing. But what I've always been curious about, while the slaves are reading these, how are the authorities not also reading them and being like, oh, God, they're in the church, let's go get them?
I don't know. I think it was really well done.
Like it was, they really didn't know. Like it was so underground that only the slaves knew that this was happening.
Yeah, and it wasn't a physical railway.
No.
It was just the route, and there were several different routes that would go from the south up, way up to the north and to Canada.
Remember that time we were in South Carolina, was it?
Yes.
We're heading into Savannah,
Yes,
was it?
yeah.
And we stopped at the Welcome Centre.
That was just amazing.
And then you went to the toilet, and then explain what happened.
Yes, so Amanda and I went to the toilet and we came out, and I'm just standing waiting for Amanda, and I thought, oh my God, there's a shop in front of me, and it looks like it's got some patchwork quilts in it. So when Amanda came out, we wandered in, and this beautiful lady.
But just let me stop you for a second, because we had asked probably 1,000 times if anyone had any information about Underground Railroads, roads and all this. Like it had been on our journey, we'd asked everywhere and we'd got nothing.
No, absolutely nothing.
Segue back to you.
So anyway, I kind of walked in, and this beautiful lady, and I explained that I do patchwork and that I know about the Underground Railway quilts, and I noticed on the wall she had a quilt that had been made with all the symbols on it. So about 12 different symbols that they used. Anyway, look, we ended up hugging each other, and she told us where to go to the church that they used to keep them there. And look, it was just fascinating.
Well,
and
was she the historian?
Yes, she turned out to be the historian on it.
On the Underground Railroad.
Yeah.
It was quite remarkable. Like the odds that we would actually ask the exact person that would know.
But this is what happened right through when we did our journey. We did a 2-month journey around America, but we've done many more. But it was just incredible that you'd be at a place and there was a reason you ended up there. Like half the time we didn't know where we're going, and we'd just end up at somewhere, and it was meant to be. I just can't explain it. I remember that we had a flat tyre and we couldn't get the bolts off. They were locked.
Oh, my God. That was so frustrating because I had a brand new car and they'd put lock nuts on the wheels. Like I didn't even want them. That was the little package that it came with. And as we get a flat tyre and I get out to change the tyre, there is no lock nut in the car. Like I ripped the entire car apart. Like all our stuff that we'd bought, all our like bags, zero.
And you had to call a tow truck?
Yes, because to take us, and it was so close to the Hyundai dealer. It was like 11 minutes up the road. It wasn't even that far.
Yeah.
It was just we couldn't get the wheel off.
So we're in this town that we didn't even know, and we found somewhere to stay the night. And we walked into a restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
and we had something to eat, and we walked out the back way. We didn't walk out the front again. We walked
Yeah.
out the back way, and there was 2 girls sitting there. And one of them went inside after a while, and this girl, she was upset or something. And I said, it's going to be all right or something. I can't even remember what I said, but I said whatever I said was meant to be what she needed to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's crying, and she was so...
She was like a waitress there, wasn't she?
Yeah. And it was just, whatever happened, we were meant to be at that place at that time. And how many times had that happened to us?
All the time. I feel like just in general, even just the last week or two, like we've gone somewhere and it's just led to something or meant to have been.
Yeah, it's the people we talk to.
Maybe it's us. Like maybe it's because we like engage people or we ask a lot of questions, or maybe it's us.
Yeah.
Maybe we make our own luck.
I don't know, but we certainly meet some exceptional people in this world.
We really do.
And I just feel sometimes we're just meant to be at that place at that time for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be something that they're giving us.
Yes.
It could be something that we needed to hear.
Yes. God,
Yeah.
that's really deep.
So I just wonder if anyone else has this happen to them.
Yeah.
Because
Let us know.
I write a blog just to my family and friends back home, and they go, oh, the stories you tell us. But surely other people must have stories. So I'd love to know that does this happen to anyone else?
I am very curious myself. Let us know. Segueing to give a shout out to Kitty, who religiously listens,
Oh,
and
hello,
she's happy
Kitty.
that you're here. And also Karen, I did want to apologise for never reading your messages. And I do apologise because she does always call me out on it. So I do apologise. I need to be a lot more diligent with my messenger. But shout out to you both.
That's lovely.
Yes. And then I just did want to say my grass is actually looking green, full of weeds. So we need to actually go figure out to an agricultural place and figure out how to lawn care. So if anyone has any advice for me.
And another bit of advice we really need on.
Oh. Yes. God, we seem needy today.
We're very needy. We need to know a vacuum cleaner, a stick vacuum cleaner
Okay,
on hard
yes.
wood floors.
Now,
We are confused.
so my gut feeling, as Mum's was that we've both had Shark vacuums and they've been amazing.
Yeah.
So I sort of went down the path of a cordless Shark vacuum. But it just is like the more you read, the more reviews you read, it's like half the people are like love it and everyone else is like the thing died after 4 months, like waste of money, hate it, doesn't suck, whatever. So if anyone has one that can give us a actual recommendation, that would be amazing.
So it's just wooden floors, and I did read somewhere that you just have to be careful that you don't get one that's got a brush too much that can scratch the floors.
Right, but I also do need it to be multi-talented because if I have a rug,
Yes.
I need it to go on a rug as well, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? I just
yeah.
don't have actual carpet.
But we
which I'm happy
definitely
about.
need something, or you definitely need
So
something.
advice, yes, advice is needed very
Yes,
much so on this
very much.
episode.
Yeah.
And we are going to actually go on another road trip.
Yes. How
So if anyone
exciting.
has any advice about that, we were thinking to go. Did we already talk about this? The fried green tomatoes.
Yes, I
Yeah.
think we did the other day we were talking about
Yeah.
it.
So apparently, there's the movie The Fried Green Tomatoes. Is that what it's called? Fried Green Tomatoes.
Yeah.
So apparently, it's based on a book based on a restaurant or a cafe in Alabama called Irondale Cafe, was it?
Yeah.
Next to a railway line. So now I'm confused about the one in Juliet. Was that just the filming location?
I think that was the filming location.
Did they make that for the movie?
Whether it was there already, I don't know.
I mean, it can't have been called the Whistle Stop Cafe. Surely not.
Well, it must have. I don't know.
Oh, I've opened a Pandora's box.
Again, we need help.
We need help. So tell me more about you were talking about America, what you love about it, the South. We segued 88 times.
Yeah. Where you live in, I love, because we're in the middle of
cotton fields,
yeah.
peanut farms.
And I don't know, I love the countryside. I just love the countryside.
Anytime you go somewhere, like when we went to Target this morning, it was just you're driving through beautiful farms and fields and old barns and beautiful trees.
But I'm just amazed at how many churches we pass. In one road, there could be 5, 6 churches easily.
I mean, we are in the Bible Belt, but it does seem abnormally high.
Yeah, yeah.
But I guess it's because there's, even in a town of 20, there could be like 8 denominations of
Yes, yeah, that's true. Because I've seen, I think, Methodist, and I've seen Presbyterian, but I've seen
Baptist,
Seventh-day Adventist, and ones that I've never heard of. So it's really interesting because in Australia we seem to stick to the same kind of churches. So we don't have a lot of different denominations.
How many would there be?
In Australia?
Yeah.
Oh, you've got Anglican, you've got Catholic.
Yeah.
Seventh-day Adventist. I think you've got Presbyterian. A lot of churches have amalgamated together.
Interesting. Speaking of churches, I can tell you that we're getting a postcard today from the church we went to on Sunday.
Oh, are we?
Yes, because have you ever heard of informed delivery?
No, never.
Okay, so basically every day the post office takes a photo of your mail and emails it to you like this. I'm going to show you now. I'm showing Mum my phone.
I'll get out of
So
here.
I actually know what's going to arrive that day, and it's completely free. So what I can see is we're going to get a postcard that says, Amanda and Mum, there are so many things you could have done last Sunday, but I was so encouraged that you chose to come to our church. Know that you are always welcome. Isn't that lovely?
That's lovely.
Right?
That's very beautiful. And they were lovely. They were so beautiful.
Sweet. Like our neighbour that, I mean, what would you say, 5 houses away would probably be?
Between
us.
No houses.
Yeah, there's no houses, but were there to be houses, I'm trying to like give someone the idea of
about 5
what
houses.
it would look like. So at the end of, I'll call it a cul-de-sac, is a house that looks like it's been there forever. And last night I got a message from my realtor, who is now a friend, and she had said that Annie, like the person down the road, brought our bin in and put it next to the garage because it looked like we were away.
Isn't that lovely?
And neighbours have to look out for each other. How sweet is that?
It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'd like to have a look around some of those, the little square in Headland, and
yes,
go and look at all the different shops,
stores.
And things. Yeah.
Why don't we do that?
Yeah, we have to. It's a really nice gluten-free place.
Oh, the Gluten-Free Inn or something it's called. And no one believes me until they've actually had one that it tastes better than a regular cupcake. It's so moist. It's so moreish. It's bloody amazing.
I mean, you don't have to be gluten intolerant to go there.
No, but if you are, it's like a
A bonus.
A bonus because the food is so good.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the food of the South?
Oh, very
I loved
nice.
your shrimp the other day.
Oh, that shrimps were absolutely divine.
Is it shrimps or shrimp?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's just shrimp is a plural.
I don't know. I call them prawns.
I know. But you're in
Put
the
the
South now. You have to.
Raw prawns.
Don't.
Put the prawn on the barbie. Didn't they have something like that?
No, it's put a shrimp on the barbie.
Oh, did we make it shrimp?
We didn't make it. It was
An
American
thing.
Yeah.
Put the shrimp on
put
the
another
barbie.
shrimp on the barbie.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Anyway, do you have any further words of wisdom? This was just a short and sweet little ep that we wanted to jump on and do.
I think I've discussed this before, but one of the things I love is the clouds.
You have discussed that. They move so quickly, and we have discovered that we think it's because of the Gulf winds.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. They really are beautiful.
And the trees, I love the trees.
Yes.
And I love the green fields, and I love the animals that I see.
Yes, one thing I'm very sad about, Linda will understand this, is there's no bloody squirrels. I mean, there are in the neighbourhoods where there's a lot of trees, but I don't have a lot of trees around me. So
That's upsetting.
Linda did send me a little video the other day of the squirrels because they've got a sanctuary outside of all the wild animals that come and
Bears and...
yes, it's amazing. So thank you for that. That made my day. Anyway, I hope everyone has an amazing day.
And
amazing
remember,
weekend.
we need help.
Please reach out to us with we need mental help. No, what did we need help on? Where to go in Georgia.
Yes.
Vacuum.
Yep.
And how to care for a lawn.
And wasn't there something else?
It's possible.
Anyway, listen to it.
If you listened, let us know.
Yeah.
And as we always say, rate and review us. If it's not 5 stars,
Forget it. Don't even bother.
don't even bother. Please send us a voicemail, send us a text. I promise to read it. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.